Welcome to Alchemize Yourself Tarot. Collective, you've got someone here that you may have never expected to come back into your life. This is going to come off as like a major Mercury retrograde moment for you, because this person has been going through some massive upheavals, a dark night of the soul, many things that have been aligning them with you, but you may have been forced quite a while back to move on from this person. So I don't believe you've been in contact with this person for a long time. And I think they expected you to be waiting on them or still there. And now they're kind of snooping and investigating. Are you still available? Are you seeing someone new? What's going on with you? It's like they're opening up to this new curiosity about what you've been up to after they've just kind of gone completely hidden within themselves. I think the interesting thing is you've really got this person's attention because they don't really know what you're up to. They could be asking around, looking you up. But see, you've been heavily focused on something that you are building or creating or giving birth to at this time. You're receiving cosmic intelligence. Your journey has really gone off in a completely different direction than this person. So we're going to break down what you need to know, because some of you may not want the distraction of this person coming back around or coming into your life. And I know in Mercury retrograde, we tend to get a lot of messages like this because, you know, things from the past do tend to get dredged up. But we're going to figure out what this person's intentions are, why they are looking you up, why they want to come back into your life. This has been a really long spiritual journey for you and them. Many of you had to go in completely separate directions from this person in order to heal and step into your purpose. So there was a reason that you were separated from this person. They could have gone through a massive ego death as well with that dark night of the soul coming out. So they're definitely approaching this differently, but we're going to see what they're thinking and feeling at this time and what you need to know about this. Yeah, they're thinking, well, the devil. I think this person's thinking that they're obsessively thinking about you. They could even be thinking about the toxicity and codependency of your connection when they were with you. But they're obsessing about this. They're desiring you strongly at this time. They may be obsessively trying to see if you're with somebody new. This person could be feeling really possessive and jealous. They feel really bonded to you. So they're expecting that they can still have that strong bondage in connection with you, that bondage over you. And I'm getting with this devil card too, the tables have drastically turned. You may have felt like you took a long time to get over this person, that it's been, a really long, difficult journey of healing for you, especially with this devil coming out. This was not a good connection for many of you. It may have been very sensual, very physical, but it was not, it was based on your shadow, your triggers, obsession, codependency. There could have been addictions that were playing a major role in how the two of you showed up. So they're thinking about that. That could also be that dark night of the soul energy is they're really getting hit with the toxicity that existed between the two of you. They're having to reflect on that. How are they feeling? King of Wands in the reverse. Well, their ego is shot. They're not feeling very confident. They're not feeling very strong right now. This person could definitely be going through an ego death, another ego death, just knowing that they don't have access to you anymore. King of Wands in the reverse is somebody very controlling, very manipulative. They like a lot of attention. They like their ego stroked. So they're feeling very egotistical at this time, or they're feeling that they're suffering like a narcissistic ego injury. So be aware of that too. When somebody starts to obsess about you, wanting to gain control back over the connection, over the situation. So I'm not seeing that this person has entirely good intentions. But we're going to see how they're viewing you. How are they viewing you? Hermit. They see you as going... Yeah, I'm seeing that you have done a lot of your own healing and growth, integrating wisdom. You're very knowledgeable, wise. You've gained a lot of wisdom from this situation. And you're kind of in isolation. You're doing your own thing. Some of you are really focused on, with this cosmic intelligence and the Hermit, you're definitely focusing on your creative purpose, your soul purpose. Getting healthy, also reflecting. You've done a lot of soul searching and self-reflection when it comes to this dynamic that played out between the two of you, and they're definitely seeing you as very much withdrawn. Now, what are their actual intentions? What are they actually wanting? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's a total Mercury retrograde comeback. They want to come back around. They want to repeat a karmic cycle. I'm getting that this person's dark night of the soul, instead of doing like a lot of the inner work and self-reflection, they may have been focused more on their pride and ego. So this person does not have, entirely good intentions here from what I'm seeing. They want to relive the past, repeat a karmic cycle, siphon your energy for their ego or for their own personal healing. But I think they know that you're a lot wiser now, that you're not really falling for this game anymore, because on the bottom of the deck I had plotting. Definitely somebody stepping up their game to get your attention because they know you have other options. Yeah, they know that you've opened yourself up to other options at this point because it's been so long. They know that, that you're, they're attracted to you, so they know that other people are attracted to you as well. What are they going to actually do, though? This person may not do much of anything, but it's obsessed because, their ego, their pride has been wounded. They may have even discovered that you are engaging with somebody else, and that really struck them. Yeah, the High Priestess, they're trying to figure you out. The High Priestess in the reverse. They're trying to gain psychic access to your energy again. You could have had a very strong, energetic, telepathic bond with them, but what I'm getting is that's been severed. You've been able to separate yourself quite a bit, energetically speaking, from this person. So they're really trying to get energetic access to you. They're trying to read your mind. This person may have intuitive gifts, especially if you dealt with them for a long time. They may be aware that there's that strong energetic connection here, but they're going to try to re-access that energy because, that's an energetic point. And a lot of people aren't even fully awakened or aware that you can create an energetic cord to somebody. And that's what's happening here. They know they can't figure out what's actually going on energetically speaking. They want to get back into that energetic field. And that's kind of a mystical way of saying it, but they sense that because before, with the devil, I'll cover this up, with the devil energy, they were able to easily access you physically, mentally, psychically, and they don't like that they don't have that access anymore. Energy vampires are like this. You know, they, especially if they've gone through a dark night of the soul or ego injury, they're going to go back around to their old sources of supply. And I think that's exactly what's happening. And you need to be aware of that, not just allow people, not be so sentimental in, you know, easing somebody's pain. I'm also getting, be very careful. This person may want to share some of their bad karma with you. It's like they want you to be experiencing it with them, or they want you to act as a comfort or a guide. So they may be seeking your spiritual guidance, your wisdom, even from like an energetic point of view. What are you thinking about this person? What are you thinking about them? 9 of Cups in the reverse. You think that, yeah, they want to be happy again. This person may have made you happy at one point, but I'm seeing that you see this as self-gratification for them in some way. 9 of Cups is about self-indulgence. You could be seeing this person as very self-indulgent. Also, you're focusing on your personal happiness. You're not really focusing on making this person happy anymore. And you're feeling, yes, you're definitely reflecting on the past. You may have had some good memories, shared experiences from the past. Maybe some of you grew up with this person, or you knew them for a long time, or from an early age. But you're definitely feeling some nostalgia. If you are actually hearing from this person, it's bringing up a lot of past memories, and you may have some good memories with this person. You may. But I also think that you're focusing on making peace with the past, focusing on your own personal happiness. You see this person as somebody that maybe has always just focused on themselves, especially with that King of Wands being in the reverse. They could be seeing you as very egotistical and selfish at this time, especially if you've taken your power back in a major way. But I don't know, Hermit upright, this person knows that you're wise, that you are not superficially egotistical or anything like that. I think they know your true character, because that's why else would they want to be tapping into it? They want you to reverse some sort of bad karma they're having. But how do you actually see this person? The Chariot. So you may see this person as being very persistent, strong-willed, very successful in some way. This person may get a lot of attention too. Chariot, King of Wands, 9 of Cups. This is somebody that you definitely sense that long journey energy. I think you do feel like you have the potential to go the distance with this person, because the Chariot is it's a victory card. That there's definitely some, you know, a very significant part of your spiritual journey, you know, being aligned or yoked with this person. But what are you actually wanting? Queen of Cups in the reverse. I think you're wanting emotional stability. I think this person destabilizes your emotions. They get you in your feelings. I think you feel like you empty your cup to fill this person's cup. All their cups. I think you're tired of filling their cups while your cup remains empty. Because the Queen of Cups in the reverse is somebody that's overextended, that's, you know, that basically their cup is empty because they've been pouring into other people or pouring into this person, Maybe you did pour a lot into this person at one time. But I'm also getting with the Chariot, this is something that you're mastering, that you are overcoming. Some of you are Cancer. We have Cancer, Virgo. We have all the fixed signs. We have Piscean, Cancer, Scorpionic, strong Capricorn here. But I'm seeing that you're successfully moving forward on your journey. And this has been a major stepping stone in your journey to self-love. I think you don't want to empty your cup again, especially if you've successfully withdrawn and moved forward from this person. This person probably drains you a lot. I'm getting somebody that likes a lot of attention, and then they don't reciprocate those emotions, that attention, that passion. They don't reciprocate. They're a taker. That Devil card coming out first says everything, and the fact that this has been a karmic cycle or pattern. So if you've moved forward from this person, and I think, ooh, I'm getting a message too. You're ready to go to battle to protect yourself from repeating the past. Yeah, what are you going to do? Star in the reverse. You're going to focus more on your own healing. This person may trigger up some old wounds and past issues with your feeling. I think this person's going to destabilize you a little bit when they come back, because especially if you've really done a lot of work on yourself, you're not going to want to get pulled back into another healing cycle, because it takes a lot of work to purge and to heal and to surrender and release things from your past. And if all of that's coming back around, yeah, it's like opening a wound. Three of Swords, a wound that you've already healed. You've already focused on freeing yourself from this heartache from the past. And you don't want to open up old wounds. And that's why I'm here doing this reading. I'm not here to encourage you, oh, they're coming back. It's not about that. This is about understanding why people come back and why it tests you karmically, and to break patterns, to not empty your cup, to continue moving forward, because it can feel like a major regression dealing with someone that was very karmic from your past, especially if they are unhealed and still wanting to repeat stuff with you. Usually people from your past don't come back because they want the past version of you. So just keep that in mind too. People from your past don't show up because they want the new healed version of you. They want the old version of you. Yeah, we have bitterness. There was a lot of resentment and bitterness, anger, hurtful words here. This person could have really hurt you very deeply. I'm getting that with this. This is like the Three of Swords. It's prickly, it's thorny, it's bringing up some past wounds for you. And also abandon. This person could have abandoned you at one point. Left you, walked away, cold. There's still a lot of bitterness and resentment about feeling abandoned, but also this person's going to be angry when they realize that you fully cut the cord. They're not going to like that. It's like they can dish it, but they can't take it because they're in their ego. And then we have illusions. Yeah, distortion. That's what that Queen of Cups and the Star card both being in reverse. I think this person is going to cloud your judgment. It's very imbalanced. It's very distorted. The energy is very confusing and dense and heavy. And this person, if you were to let them back in, it's just going to really distort your judgment, and you're needing to set a boundary. Enough is enough. Yeah, this person was silent for too long. They stonewalled you. They broke away. Yeah, single, withdrew. Like, yeah, they left you alone. This person straight up abandoned you. They may have abandoned you when you were going through your dark night of the soul, right? You could have been going through that dark night of the soul, and this person just left or abandoned you, especially if they were very self-indulgent. So I'm going to do one more card to close out, a sacred message from Spirit to help guide you on how to navigate this. Yeah, well, we have reconciliation, the return of a past soulmate. There you go. But fragile, you can be vulnerable and trust in this connection. Your fragile heart is safe. You may not know if you're safe, right? Queen of Cups in the reverse. You may not feel emotionally safe with this person anymore. But it's the divine masculine. Detour. Yeah, there was a major divine intervention delay. I think this person had to go through some sort of karma. That's what caused the delay, but it was to wake them up. Yeah, the betrayals, all of that. They had to go through a major journey, but I don't necessarily think they're finished with that journey. They need to experience losing you before they can fully complete that healing cycle, because that's what's going to bring in self-awareness for this person. So I wish you the best of luck and love and light in dealing with this situation. I am not, advocating for anybody going back to toxic connections. We're just here to reflect on our own healing journeys and what to do with the energy. That's what this reading is here to support. Bye.